This is the Mr. Shady Show. I'm Mr. Shady. Don't shit wherever I go. Watch out, because you might be next. And today we're going to do a review of Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 2. Now, this was crazy. This was one of the best seasons they have ever made, and I just can't believe that it's over and the final season is next. And even though there is a spin-off, I'm just not ready yet. So let's dive in and talk about season volume 2. Okay. So again, there are 4 storylines. I'm gonna tell you what happened in each one. I'm gonna talk about Vecna versus 11, the drama, the surprises, the plan, the ending, and the deaths. So, power storyline. 11 finally got her powers back and she learns the truth about what really happened that day and how she lost her memory. So when we learned that, we realized that 11 banished 1 to the upside down and he is actually Vecna. So after she realized that everyone in Hawkins is in danger, she tries to escape with Dr. Owens, but the government and Dr. Brenner tried to stop her. She escaped, but with Dr. Owens nowhere to be found, with Papa dead. Thank God he died. And now with Russia's storyline. Joyce and Murray has officially reunited with Hopper and met Enzo. As they all reunite, they try to escape with the prison and realize a part of the Upside Down is in Russia along with the Demogorgons. See, before this season ended, I really wanted them to explain how the Demogorgons are in Russia because they really didn't explain it. And I was so happy that Joyce and Hopper are finally reunited. And I haven't really noticed, but he lost a lot of weight. And it was just so weird because he actually lost the weight, you guys. So, and now here we are with California storyline. Mike, Will, Jonathan, and Argyle know where 11 is, and they went to go get her and take her back to Hawkins for the battle. But they realize that they have to beat the government and save her, but they don't know how. Hawkins storyline. Max, Lucas, Dustin, Erica, Steve, Nancy, and Robin had a foolproof plan to beat Vecna, so they gathered their weapons and armor for Hawkins and for the Upside Down. Now, let's talk about the battle between Vecna and 11. The battle was great and it was intense. So, okay, so here's what happened. They didn't win back to Hawkins because of an airport schedule, but 11 did realize that she could piggyback from Mac's mind. Just like how she did with her mom and how she did with Billy in season 3 and her mom in season 2. So she went to Surfer's Pizza and piggy in a refrigerator for the dough. They filled it with water and filled it in with salt, and she does her thing to get in Max's mind. See, Vecna was very, very powerful. And I feel like that 11, she kind of needed a few more days, but we didn't have a few more days. And she had to do what she had to do. She had to break out of another prison built by Dr. Brenner. Sorry. And she had to escape. She did put up a good fight, and she did win, but we all know what happened, and I'm finna tell you. So, before that, let's talk about what happened. 11 finally got her powers back after defeating Henry, aka 1, in her flashback. She fully has her powers back. Hopper and Joyce kissed. They finally kissed, and when they go back to Hawkins, they're finally gonna have their first date. See, here's what I thought. I thought that Joyce and Hopper, they were dating in high school. Sorry. I thought they were gonna date in high school, but they were just good friends. They didn't actually date. I was surprised for that. So Will revealed the painting to Mike. It was Will's, Mike's, Lucas, and Dustin's characters in D&D, and they were battling the dragon in it. And Will was explaining to Mike that he is the heart of the group and the heart of the show, which I totally disagree. And Mike is so stupid. Like, Mike, you can tell that he's in love with you. He basically declared his love for you, and Mike, you are so stupid. Mike, he is in love with you. Come on now. Robin went, the Hawkins gang went to get to the gun range to get their weapons. Robin saw Vicky, her love interest, with her boyfriend, and she was heartbroken because she really thought she was the one. Nancy, Jonathan, and Steve love triangle. See, their love triangle, it started in the second season, but it technically did start in the first season. Sorry. And they really brought that back to life in the fourth season. Because, you see, with them, I just realized that Jonathan and Nancy, they should have broke up at that point. Because clearly Nancy still has feelings for Steve, but she still wants to work it out with Jonathan. I know it's going to be hard for them, and I just don't know how they're going to do that, but I feel like at some point she's going to choose Steve in the final season. Lucas versus Jason. Jason, I'm glad you died. I really am. And Lucas, you were giving up a good fight just like 11 with Vecna, but clearly you never fought for the first. Clearly this was your first fight, because you did throw a good punch, but he still beat you up. Mike declared his love for 11 again. Mike, you and 11 are one of the good couples, but I feel like 11, she could have gone better. And Mike, you were just trifling in this season. See, like I said, season 1 through 3 was his prime, but season 4, I just couldn't stand you. Lucas and Mac is getting back together as a couple. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did not care for their relationship, but this season made me a Mucus shipper. And after what happened in the finale, I was just so mad. I was like, bring on the next season, because I want them to get back together. Jason's friend tackled Erica. I was like, who does he think he is tackling Erica? Like, Erica, I'm glad she beat him up, because he deserves a whooping for that. Steve, Nancy, and Robin were tangled by the veins. When they were in the Upside Down, they were looking for Vecna, and then the veins, Vecna found them first, and he attacked them with the veins. He tried to strangle them to death. I was so scared for their lives. I really were, because they were the best trio in this season, and I was like, if they killed them, then I would have been mad. I'm not watching the show no more. Eddie sacrificed themselves. Why did they do Eddie like that? He should have been in the 5th season. Like, he sacrificed himself. He went back to the Upside Down. He tried to get the Demonbats away from them. Like, I was just so mad. Like, they really wanted to piss me off this season. Hopper got Hopper got head to head with another Demogorgon, and the helicopter wasn't working. So the helicopter, they were trying to escape, but then obviously they tried to help the kids out by with the upside down and the Demogorgons. But the thing is that the helicopter had problems is because it's a trickster. Trickster, y'all. I swear. Never be friends with a trickster, because they're going to beat you up. And, Hopper, he had his moment with the Demogorgon. That's why, it was kind of cool seeing him back in action, because we really get to see him unleashing his beast. Okay, here are their plans. So, 11 piggyback. Here is the plan that they had in the finale. 11 piggyback in Max's mind and fight Vecna from Sursa Pizza Shop. And Hawkins, phase 1 was Max became bait for Vecna on purpose. Eddie and Dustin became a distraction for the bats from the Upside Down by Eddie playing his guitar riff. Steve, Nancy, and Robin um, grabbed the fire and burned some alcohol and threw it at Vecna while Nancy was shooting some guns at him. And let's talk about surprises. Max and Lucas, they really surprised me in this volume. Max, she went through the most trauma, and I was really surprised by the actress because she was good in Fair Street. And she really brought all her acting skills in this volume. Actually, in this season. So, she deserves an Emmy for that. The whole cast of Stranger Things deserves her Emmy. Max is blind and she's in the hospital. At 11, yeah, Max, I feel so bad for her because she was not ready to die. She was crying in Lucas's arms. Lucas was heartbroken and it was just really hurt me. And 11 was there with her. She was seeing her die and 11 was like, no, you're not dying today. She used her powers to bring her back to life. And now she's in a hospital fighting for her life and she's blind now. She can't see. And when 11 was at Hawkins, she went to go to her mind again and her mind was just blank. It was just darkness. And I was like, Max is really gone. Like, oh my god, she's really gone. Hopper and 11 finally reunited. My heart melted when I saw 11 and Hopper. Because right when I saw the finale of season 3 of Stranger Things, I cannot wait for their reunion. And I was just so happy when I saw their reunion. Like, this was everything I needed. Mike, Jonathan, Will, and 11 and Argyle are back in Hawkins. I was right about my theory. I knew that somehow they were going to go back into Hawkins, but just for a entirely different reason. And Joyce is there too, so I really hope they're moving back because they need all the help they can get with the finale. Enzo is alive. I thought they were going to treat him like they did with Alexei. Even though we didn't see him in the final scene, I really hope that he's going to be in the 5th season because I want to see more of him now that he's finally out of Russia. Let's talk about the deaths. Dr. Brenner's death. Thank God he died. Because he was causing so much drama. He traumatized 11 and Henry and every single kid in that hot in that lab. He even trouble. I was just so happy. I was just like, bye, burning hell, goodbye. And I especially love how 11 showed how powerful she was when she was beating him and when she was taking that helicopter down. She was all like 11, you are an inspiration of the 80s. Like, thank God you're on the show because they would not survive without you, 11. Jason's death. Another death I was happy about. Just like him and Dr. Brenner, they both deserve to die. And y'all think I'm being too harsh? Watch the season. I'm just really sad that Angela didn't die. I was sad that Angela didn't die. But hey, she got a concussion. She learned her lesson. She lucky Venom didn't came after her. And I was so especially happy when Jason the got split in half. Like, feel the burn, feel the pain, feel the burn, feel the pain, feel the burn, feel the pain. That was that was my reaction when I first saw that. Eddie's death. I was so mad and sad when I saw Eddie was dying. Eddie is a great addition to the show, and they just killed him off like that? No, I'm never gonna forget them. Look, I forgave them about Bob. I forget about Barbara. I forget about Alexi. I will never forget them about Eddie. Better bring him back to alive in season 5. If not, I'm gonna be so mad. So mad. But hey, at least he died a hero. And his last scene was with Dustin. It was just so powerful. I swear, it was so sad. Max's death. Max's death. That hit me the hardest. I was so shocked and hurt when that scene happened. I swear, watching her dying in Lucas's arms and watching Lucas reaction like that, it literally brought me pain. Like, and the worst part is, I didn't even cry. Like, my feelings weren't even hurt. I was like, why am I crying? Max is my favorite character. Like, why wasn't I hurt? I swear, this season, it really got me in my feelings. Max is one of the OGs. Like, it's like, I just really hope they don't kill her off. It's like 11. It's like, okay, so if Max died, it's like if 11 died. It's like if Dustin died. It's like Robin died. It's like Steve or Dustin. It's like that. Max doesn't deserve to die. You're not just gonna give her so much trauma that she's gonna die, especially when she was getting better. Like, they couldn't do that to her. They couldn't. Max is one of the best OGs. Even though she wasn't in the first season, she did show out in the second season and in the third season. Like, they cannot just kill her off like that. And she had broken ribs and she came blind. Like, I'm so mad. Now let's talk about the ending. The plan didn't work. Max technically died and 4 chimes. The 4 chimes rang and Hawkins is now destroyed. Every single portal from Chrissy's, the black guy, and Nancy's friend's death, and Max's death, they all came to one at one point, like in the center of the town. Hawkins is destroyed and everyone is leaving out of Hawkins. But of course, not the main characters. But Eddie's dead. That hurt me the most. Robin and Vicky, they're getting somewhere. They're getting somewhere. I hope Vicky is gonna return for the final season, and I really hope they're gonna, link up. The upside down portals came together at the center point and killed Jason by ripping. Thank you. and it caused a giant earthquake and teared Hawkins in half. Like, I don't blame anyone who lives in Hawkins. Like, I do not blame. See, let me show y'all. 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 Here, let me show y'all the video. I can't show y'all because copyrighted. So far, this was a very good season. One of the best seasons they ever done. I give this season a 10 out of 10. Because the beginning, each episode was great. I did not skip anything. Like, I just really loved the characters was phenomenal. The actors and the actresses, they were phenomenal. The villain was phenomenal. The direct, the shots, the characters, everything was perfect. Like, this season is definitely a 10 out of 10. Must recommend. But if y'all don't want to get sad, if y'all don't want to get your feelings hurt, do not watch the finale. I promise you that. So, right now, okay, here's my ranking of the seasons. My first place, season 3, because nothing can top season 3. It's my all-time favorite. Season 4 is second place. Season 1 is third place. And last place, season 2. Look, some moments were good in season 2, but it was not the best. See, I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with the final season. Like, I'm really excited for that. And there's a Stranger Things spinoff in the works. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for the show to end. But hey, all good things have to come to an end. So, that is it for this video. I'm Mr. Shady, and I'll see you guys next time.